We are the safest major city in the nation because we are safe for everyone. Thank you.
A few moments later.
And so now Boston is actually seeing its murder rate and crime rate start to rise.
It's a very busy morning in our newsroom right now. So let's get you started with breaking news. This is out of Hyde Park. As we speak, happening now, we've learned 2 people, a man and a woman, have been shot.
And we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my people. You know that it helps us out a ton. And of course, it helps you because it helps us keep bringing you this content every day, people. You know you like it. Hit the like button for the channel. Now, y'all, today what we're going to talk about is your girl, Michelle Wu, out of the great city of Boston. One of her big claims to fame is that she opened the city's gates to all of the people who are in the country without permission. And she said, come on over, we'll feed you, we'll clothe you, and you will make our city bigger and safer. She says that people who are in the country without permission actually make her city safer. And she has claimed on multiple occasions that Boston is the safest big city in America. Now, some people have disputed that claim, but Boston is relatively safe compared to other big cities. So kudos for that. You deserve credit for that. All Bostonians deserve credit for that. But the problem is that progressive policies often have a soft on crime approach. And so now Boston is actually seeing its murder rate and crime rate start to rise.
It's a very busy morning in our newsroom right now. So let's get you started with breaking news. This is out of Hyde Park. As we speak, happening now, we've learned 2 people, a man and a woman, have been shot. Sky Ranger was over this scene on Faraday Street just a few minutes ago. In case you're not familiar with this area, or even if you are, this is right by the Moynihan Playground and the FDR K-8. This is their upper school campus for the FDR school. So again, Faraday Street in Hyde Park. Now, other details still very limited, but we know the gunshot victims, a man and a woman, as I said, they were taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Now, police aren't releasing their identities at this point. They're not telling us whether any arrests have been made. We do know the homicide unit is responding at this point. So that tells you how important police believe this is. We're going to keep you updated on the conditions of those victims as we get it into the newsroom. But again, this is on Faraday Street in Hyde Park, just near the Moynihan Playground.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the way Michelle Wu's policies and the policies of other progressives like Michelle Wu may help in the short run, but then in the long run, criminals say, oh, okay, so you soft on crime? Well, let's do some crimes. But before we do, y'all, make sure you take care of your money. I'm not going to make this a long one, y'all. Go to Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com, or call 844-651-8334, 844-651-8334. If you have $50,000 to $100,000 or more in your retirement, protected from inflation, protected from monetary debasement, you're about to retire. Make sure your money's still there and it's still worth something by investing at least some of it in gold. Talk to our partners at Augusta Precious Metals. Go click the link now, get the free information, and protect your precious retirement. Here in this report by Axios Boston, it says what Boston's increase in homicides tells us. Boston may be on track to exceed the total number of homicides it saw last year per data from Major Cities Chiefs Association. So the big picture, the number of Boston homicides remains small in the first 6 months of the year, especially compared to other cities, but the uptick, so it's on the way back up, but the uptick in Boston, so Boston is seeing its number of homicides increase, while other big cities are seeing a continued decrease. Boston police have reported 17 homicides between January 1st and June 30th. That's a 143% increase from the same time period last year. So definitely going in the wrong direction. So last year, Boston had 24 homicides. Again, every homicide is one too many, right? But that's a very small number compared to other cities. But it looks like they're losing some ground because they were already at 17 halfway through the year. So what could be leading to this? What could be contributing to this? One of the things is that the state of Massachusetts for whatever reason, decided not to pay its public defenders properly. And now they're starting to release people who would otherwise be going to trial for criminal activity. They're starting to release them because the public defenders are on strike.
The governor's $259 million spending bill also includes $40 million to hire more than 320 public defenders to reduce the reliance on independent contractor bar advocates. Since the spring, hundreds of criminal cases have been dismissed as many bar advocates refuse to take cases, citing inadequate pay.
It frankly remains to be seen whether the $10 an hour this year is going to be enough to get enough bar advocates back to accepting court-appointed cases.
Now, the Supreme Judicial Court is now deciding whether juvenile cases will be among those cases dismissed because of the bar advocate work stoppage. As for the ballot initiative for public defenders, today's move was just the first step in bringing that to voters. There are still additional steps that need to be taken, as well as more signatures that will need to be collected before that actually makes it onto the ballot.
So, y'all, again, you do have to give credit where credit's due. Having a low murder rate, a low homicide rate, a low, I don't know if we want to say crime rate, but a low murder rate, that's excellent. One is always too many, but of course 24 would be way better than 240 or 300 a year. But with that said, Boston is starting to see that its progressive policies are having the opposite effect, and maybe there's just a lower bound of where you can get crime in a city, murders and etc. in a city. And then after that, maybe your policies actually don't help anymore and they might start to hurt. That's what it looks like to me, y'all. Boston officials led by Mayor Wu certainly signaled to the entire country that they aren't so concerned with people following the rules. When they told all the people who are in the country without permission, come on over to Boston, we'll help you out. We'll help you hide from the federal government. So that's the way I see it. But I want to know what y'all think. Do you think this is a result of Mayor Wu's policies that Boston is starting to see an uptick in murder? Is it just a statistical fluctuation? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. But before you do, please hit the share button. Share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all of your favorite social mediums. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, do subscribe. Y'all hit my link, Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com. Protect your retirement with the oldest, hardest, strongest, longest running money mankind has ever known. And call my people at Augusta Precious Metals at 844-651-8334. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all, and we'll see you back in the next one.
1 in 4 Boston residents were born somewhere else. Most have jobs. Many have kids. All of them chose this country as their home because, like my mom and dad, they believe that here, where you've been, doesn't limit where you're going. The strength of your character has nothing to do with the color of your passport. And how hard you work matters more than where you were born. That wherever you're from, if you pitch in, look out for your neighbors, and cheer for the home team, you can build a better future here for the people you love. So to every one of my neighbors back in Boston, know this: you belong here. This is your home. Boston es tu hogar. Boston c'est la caillou. 这是你的家. This is our city. We are the safest major city in the nation because we are safe for everyone. Thank you.